Have you noticed a strange shift in your circle lately? People who used to stand right by your side are suddenly distant. You walk into a room and the conversation abruptly stops while the looks they give you are full of hidden meaning. There are secret group chats being created without you. You can feel the coldness in their energy. It hits you like a physical wall. Chosen one, listen to me very closely right now. Do not let this play in the background. You might be sitting there replaying every conversation in your head. You wonder if you said something offensive. You think you made a massive mistake. Let me stop you right there. You did absolutely nothing wrong because your light simply became too bright for their shadows to tolerate. What you are experiencing right now is not a normal social rejection. It is an orchestrated spiritual attack. Your heightened intuition picked up on their betrayal long before they even made a move. You felt that heavy pressure in your chest last week. You woke up at 3 in the morning with a racing heart and no explanation. That was not a medical issue. That was your spiritual radar sounding the alarm because heaven was trying to wake you up to the reality of the people around you. They thought they were being clever with their whispering. They assumed their little secret circle was completely hidden from your view, but they forgot who they are dealing with. You are the quiet observer. You see the micro-expressions they try to hide, and you notice when their words do not match their vibration, and your physical body is reacting to their toxic frequency. Think about how exhausted you feel after just 5 minutes in their presence. Your shoulders tense up immediately. Your energy is completely drained by the time you leave them. They are literally siphoning your life force to sustain their own false reality while they pretend to be your loyal friends. This is why you suddenly have zero desire to explain yourself to them. Your soul is initiating a massive boundary protocol. They want you to doubt your own discernment. But you and I both know the truth. You are not buckling under a heavy mantle. You are undergoing a severe spiritual purification. The universe is forcefully removing these people from your timeline because they cannot go where you are heading, and they know it. You have always been the one they dumped their problems on. You were their free therapist and their emotional sponge. But the moment you started stepping into your true power, they panicked. They realized they could no longer control your narrative, so they formed a secret alliance to tear down your character behind your back. They are terrified of the authority you now carry. Stay locked in with me right now, because in the next few minutes I am going to reveal the exact reason why your mere presence triggers their deepest insecurities. I will expose the hidden agenda they have been plotting against your destiny. And I will give you the precise spiritual strategy to neutralize their attacks without lifting a single finger. You must understand that this isolation is your ultimate protection. Heaven is building a fortress around you. The silence you feel right now is not a punishment for being different. It is a divine quarantine. The universe is clearing the stage so you can step into your role as a living judgment against their fake empire. Do not reach out to them. Setting an iron boundary is your only option right now. Every time you try to seek closure from a narcissist, you hand them the keys to your energy and you allow them to drain your spirit again. You must starve them of your reaction. Your silence is the ultimate weapon that will completely dismantle their secret circle. You are the anointed one. You are the specific bloodline correction that heaven has been waiting for. The fact that they are plotting against you is the ultimate proof of your calling, because jealousy is simply the undeniable proof of your blinding light. Take a deep breath and let that sink into your spirit. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. This message is a divine appointment encoded in your timeline. You were led here because your soul demanded answers for the heavy burden you have been carrying while they smiled to your face. You have been carrying the weight of their secret resentment for way too long. Today marks the end of that cycle. You feel the sting of their sudden absence. The silence in your world feels incredibly heavy right now. You watch them gathering and laughing without you. It looks exactly like a brutal rejection from the outside. But you need to look at this situation from a completely different spiritual lens. They did not push you away. Heaven purposefully pulled you out. This sudden exclusion is not a punishment for your personality. It is a strict divine quarantine. The universe is actively building a massive fortress around your energy field right now. Think about how a priceless artifact is kept safe behind thick glass. You are being separated because your frequency is too precious to be contaminated by their hidden agendas. While you were busy loving them, they were busy studying you. They formed a secret circle born out of pure jealousy. They sit in their little groups and plot your downfall. But heaven saw every single hidden text message they sent about you. God heard the nasty conversations they had when you walked out of the room. Your intuition was never wrong. That is exactly why the spiritual realm intervened so aggressively. The heavy isolation you feel right now is your ultimate hedge of safety. You are safely tucked away in a spiritual incubator. The universe had to isolate you to break the invisible cords they attach to your spirit. You were giving them VIP access to a royal lineage they did not deserve. Remember how deeply tired you used to feel around them. Your extreme empathy made you an endless supply of pure energy for their fragile egos. They drank from your light until you were completely exhausted. Heaven watched them taking advantage of your beautiful and innocent heart, and the divine command was finally given to cut them off entirely. So when you see them hanging out without you, do not feel sad. You should feel immense relief. You are not missing out on a genuine friendship. You are missing out on a coordinated spiritual attack. They are doing you a massive favor by staying completely away from your aura. Their sudden removal is the exact answered prayer you did not even know you needed. You are the anointed one. You carry a blueprint that they simply cannot comprehend. When a grandmaster sits at the chessboard, they do not consult with the pawns. You are operating on a completely different dimension of spiritual discernment. The Matrix wants you to feel lonely, so you will lower your standards and beg for their fake validation. But you will never beg for a seat at a table where they serve poison. You are too wise for that basic trap now. This intense season of solitude is your private training ground. You are being recalibrated for a massive elevation in your destiny. The uncomfortable silence around you is just the universe making room for your incoming royal blessings. They actually think they are punishing you with their silent treatment. They truly believe their absence will make you crumble into pieces. But they severely underestimated the strength of the chosen one. Your ability to stand alone is exactly what terrifies them the most. They are watching you thrive in the exact isolation they meant for your destruction. Every time you woke up at 3 in the morning recently, your spirit was being cleansed. The universe was actively washing away the toxic residue they left on your soul. You are not losing your mind in this quiet season. You are finally hearing the clear voice of your own divine intuition without their constant chaotic interference clouding your judgment. Do you understand the sheer magnitude of this protection? If heaven had left you in that toxic circle, their hidden venom would have destroyed your true purpose. They were actively blocking your financial and spiritual portals with their heavy jealousy. The universe had to forcefully extract you to save your future. You were miraculously rescued. Embrace this sacred space. This is where you regain the power you freely gave away. Let them have their secret group chats and their fake laughter. Let them bond over their shared misery and their mutual envy of your bright light. You are no longer available to be the main character in their low-frequency drama. Your pure energy is now strictly guarded. This brings us to a hidden truth you have been sensing but could not name. There is a specific reason why your light triggers their deep panic. I am going to reveal exactly why your kindness was secretly their biggest weapon against you. But first, you must fully accept this period of separation as your ultimate invincible shield. Let us go deeper into the exact motive of this secret circle. You might still wonder why their attitude shifted so abruptly. It felt exactly like a switch flipped overnight. One day they were your close friends, and the very next day they treated you like an absolute enemy who did something terrible. This sudden behavioral change was absolutely never an accident. The hidden truth is that your frequency simply became too powerful. Your spiritual light is completely blinding to those who live in darkness. jealousy is the ultimate proof of your immense light. They do not hate you because you did something wrong, but they secretly despise you because your pure authenticity highlights everything they will never be. These fake friends walk around wearing heavy masks of pretend kindness. They carefully curate a fake image to hide their deep internal misery from the world. But your heightened intuition pierces right through their pathetic illusions, and your spirit immediately rejects the dark energy they try to hide. You do not even have to speak a single word to them. Your mere presence in the room violently shakes their fragile egos. This is why the secret circle had to be formed against you. Cowards always travel in packs because they are completely terrified to stand alone, and they desperately need group validation to feel powerful. They gathered together to validate their own toxic behavior while actively plotting your downfall. They desperately need each other to confirm the lies they tell themselves about you. Think back to the time when they actually kept you around. They loved having you in their circle when you were easy to control. You were highly empathetic, and you constantly poured your pure energy into their empty cups while they gave you absolutely nothing in return. They fed on your endless compassion like hungry ghosts. But then a massive spiritual shift happened deep inside your soul. You woke up and you firmly stopped playing their twisted little games because your soul simply refused to tolerate their disrespect any longer. You started setting an iron boundary around your precious energy field. They instantly realized they could no longer manipulate you like a puppet. This sudden loss of access sent them into an absolute state of spiritual panic. They could no longer siphon your bright light. Their decision to exclude you was a desperate power grab. They wanted to punish you for finally recognizing your own immense worth. They foolishly thought that freezing you out would make you crawl back to them, but they did not understand the divine armor you wear. They expected you to lower your frequency and beg for their toxic friendship. They wanted to see you utterly broken. But the chosen one does not beg for a seat at the table. You are a living judgment to their entire fake reality. Every time you smile without them, it destroys another layer of their matrix. Your silent strength is the exact mirror that reflects their deep ugliness right back at them, and they absolutely cannot stand to look at that terrible reflection. They are terrified of your quiet power. This is the undeniable proof that you are the anointed one. Your energy literally shifts the atmosphere when you walk into a room. The people who are committed to misunderstanding you will always find a reason to hate you because your authenticity destroys their carefully crafted illusions. You do not need to fix their distorted perception of your divine identity. Let them drown in their own bitter poison. While they are busy plotting against you, there is something else happening. There is a hidden habit you might be holding on to that blocks your own prosperity. These fake friends secretly exploited this exact vulnerability to keep you trapped in their low frequency. I will reveal this massive roadblock shortly so you can destroy it forever, but right now we must finalize your energetic separation from them. We must firmly lock in the victory over their secret circle. You have successfully passed the hardest part of this intense spiritual warfare. You saw through their disguise, and you boldly refused to absorb their negative projections, which prove to the universe that you are ready for the next level. The universe is incredibly proud of your steadfast endurance during this test. You are finally ready to seal this timeline. This is your moment to make a powerful declaration to the spiritual realm. Show the enemy that you fully recognize your royal lineage today. Claim your absolute authority over every dark force that tried to manipulate your kind heart. Type 777 in the comments to claim this blessing and seal this prophecy. Let us talk about why your sudden lack of interest in them is actually your greatest superpower. You have completely lost the desire to socialize with their group. You barely even want to speak right now. This is not you giving up on life or losing your spark. This is you firmly stepping into the role of the Grand Master. Your deep craving for silence is a divine strategy. They expected a completely different reaction when they suddenly cut you off. They wanted you to frantically send paragraphs of text messages begging for an explanation. They wanted you to chase them down for answers. They desperately needed you to cry and prove that they held the ultimate power over your emotions, but you did not give them a single drop of that satisfaction. You simply turned your back and walked away. Use silence as your ultimate weapon against these narcissists. When you refuse to react, you completely starve them of the negative energy they need to survive. They cast their little spells of exclusion and waited for your dramatic downfall, but you remained completely unbothered by their childish games. Your absolute indifference is the most terrifying thing they have ever witnessed in their entire lives. Imagine the sheer panic happening in their secret group chats right now. They are obsessively wondering why you are not falling apart without them. They assumed your world revolved around their toxic approval, but your calm and quiet departure completely shattered their pathetic illusion of control. They are literally choking on the very poison they tried to serve you. This is exactly where the shift happens for the chosen one. You are no longer reacting to their basic manipulation tactics. You are orchestrating your own timeline of absolute peace. The heavy exhaustion you felt earlier is suddenly vanishing because you finally stopped pouring your sacred energy into dead soil. You are taking your immense power back today. Your silence speaks much louder than any argument ever could. If you had tried to explain your feelings, they would have twisted your words to play the victim. They would have used your vulnerability as a weapon. But they simply cannot manipulate your absolute silence. They cannot gaslight a person who completely refuses to participate in their low-frequency drama. They are losing sleep because they cannot figure out your quiet glow. You are glowing because heaven is actively rewarding your obedience and your restraint. You did not stoop to their basic level. You elevated yourself above their petty jealousy and left them stranded in the dark. Your complete lack of response is the most brutal closure they will ever receive. Do not let them trick you into feeling guilty for your peace. You are a living judgment walking right past their fake empire. They see your quiet strength and they realize how weak they truly are without you to anchor them. The secret circle is slowly turning on itself right now. Without your bright light to unite them in jealousy, they have absolutely nothing left in common. This is the sweet taste of divine vindication. Heaven is vindicating you right in front of their eyes while you do absolutely nothing. You do not need to seek revenge against people who are already destroying themselves. Their punishment is having to watch you thrive in the exact isolation they hoped would destroy your spirit. Let that truth sink in for a second. You might be wondering how to maintain this powerful state of detachment forever. The enemy will definitely try to creep back into your life when they realize you are truly gone. They will offer fake apologies to test your boundaries. Stay fully locked in with me right now, because I will give you a spoken decree at the end of this broadcast to permanently seal your energy. But you must promise to guard this silence with your life. Treat your peace like the most expensive treasure on earth. Do not cast your pearls before swine ever again. You are the anointed one, and your energy is reserved strictly for those who match your divine frequency. The days of compromising your bright light to make fake friends comfortable are officially over. Every time you choose silence over conflict, you build your spiritual wealth. They wanted a massive war, but you gave them absolute nothingness. And in that profound nothingness, they finally met their own demons. You won the greatest battle of your life by simply refusing to fight on their dirty battlefield. You have officially reclaimed your beautiful righteous throne. You might still be asking yourself a very painful question today. Why did God allow this brutal betrayal to happen in the first place? You wonder why heaven did not warn you about these fake friends sooner. The absolute truth is that heaven orchestrated this exact scenario because you needed a massive push forward. This painful experience was never a random accident or a mistake. It was the necessary crucible to forge your spirit. You see, the universe could not elevate you while you were still attached to their low frequency. You carry a very specific prophetic blueprint in your spiritual DNA. You are the breakthrough prophet meant to shatter generational curses and open new portals of divine wealth for your entire bloodline. But you were actively dimming your massive light to make those fragile narcissists comfortable. That dangerous habit was your ultimate hidden blocker. That habit of shrinking yourself was the exact roadblock, blocking your divine prosperity. You constantly compromised your boundaries because you wanted to see the good in them. But heaven requires absolute obedience for the next chapter of your royal life. The universe had to let them betray you so you would finally wake up and realize your own immense value. You had to feel the sharp sting of their bitter jealousy. This severe testing phase was designed to completely harden your spiritual armor. You are undergoing a sacred refinement by fire right now. Gold is only purified when it is subjected to extreme heat and intense pressure from every single side. If they had never shown their true colors, you would have carried them into your promised land, and they would have absolutely poisoned your ultimate destiny. You are the quiet observer who finally learned how to protect their peace. You are no longer the naive empath who freely bleeds for the entertainment of absolute cowards. The betrayal was the exact medicine you needed to cure your dangerous habit of chronic people-pleasing. You finally understand that your divine energy is an exclusive privilege and not a public commodity. Your pure aura is a highly protected sacred temple. Think about the immense resilience you have built over the past few weeks. They tried to bury you under their lies and their secret plots. But they did not realize you were a divine seed planted by the ultimate creator of this entire universe. Every tear you shed in private was actually watering the roots of your new royal empire. You survived the brutal spiritual warfare that was meant to destroy you. You have successfully graduated from the most difficult spiritual academy on earth. You learned how to stand completely alone without seeking validation from people who secretly hate your potential. This level of profound independence is the ultimate requirement for carrying the heavy mantle of a chosen leader. Heaven can finally trust you with massive blessings because you no longer seek the approval of the Matrix. Your timeline is now completely purged of their toxic influence. You are fully aligned with the sacred frequency of true abundance. But there are thousands of other chosen ones who are still trapped in that dark matrix right now. They are currently crying over the same fake friends who are aggressively draining their life force energy every single day. They desperately need to hear this exact confirmation today. You carry a grand responsibility to help wake up the remnant. Share this with another chosen one who needs to hear this. You must be the strong voice that actively activates them. Send this message to someone who is struggling with sudden isolation and validate their heightened intuition today. Your single action of sharing this truth will break the heavy chains holding them hostage in the dark. You are stepping into a massive season of divine compensation. The universe is actively preparing to repay you for every single thing they stole. But you might be thinking this is the end of the spiritual attack and you can finally drop your guard. You probably assume that the spiritual test is completely over. There is a second layer to this test that they do not want you to know. You must stay fully locked in with me right now. What I am going to reveal in the next few minutes will completely change how you view your ultimate authority. The enemy is preparing one final trick to steal your crown. I will show you exactly how to permanently crush their remaining influence and step fully onto your righteous throne. Your final vindication is arriving much faster than you can possibly imagine. Your long season of waiting is finally completely over. The time for hiding is officially over. You are stepping into the most powerful era of your entire existence right now. They threw their best weapons at you, and you did not even flinch. The secret circle tried to bury you in the dark, but they foolishly forgot that you are a divine seed. You absorbed the heavy pressure, and you mutated into an absolute force of nature. Look at how the tables have completely turned today. You are no longer the wounded empath bleeding out for their entertainment. You are the storm they prayed would never arrive. You are a living judgment walking right through their fake empire. Every single time you choose peace over their drama, you violently shake the foundation of their matrix because your light exposes their lies. They are utterly terrified of you today. We must address the ultimate destruction caused by your silence. You did not just survive their isolation tactic, you aggressively weaponized it. Your absolute refusal to react became a massive mirror, and that pure reflection exposed their darkest internal demons. They are currently turning on each other because they have no more of your light to feed on. Their entire alliance is crumbling into dust while you just stand there. This is what happens when you awaken the seventh seal. You are not someone who became chosen by accident. You are someone who was sent here with a specific divine mandate. The universe clothed you in a heavy mantle of authority, and this immense power makes the kingdom of darkness tremble before you. You command respect in the spiritual realm simply by existing in your pure, authentic truth. They thought they were dealing with an ordinary person. They saw your angelic smile and assumed you were weak. But behind that quiet demeanor is a grandmaster who already solved the entire puzzle. You saw their betrayal coming from a mile away. You let them play their silly little game so heaven could expose their true motives, and now their exposure is absolutely final. Your mere presence is now an eviction notice to every demon in the room. You do not have to announce your arrival anymore. The atmosphere instantly shifts the second you walk through the door. Toxic people will naturally flee from your life because they simply cannot handle the intense heat of your true frequency. Your light is actively burning away every single illusion. They will have to watch heaven bless you right in front of their faces. The very people who tried to lock you out will soon be begging for a way back in. But the heavy iron gates of your kingdom are permanently closed to them. You will never lower your divine standards for anyone ever again, because you belong to a royal lineage that does not compromise with absolute cowards. You are untouchable. You are completely unbothered. You have mastered the art of divine detachment, and it has made you invincible. The heavy burden of caring about their opinions has been entirely lifted off your shoulders today. You finally realize that you do not need a fragile circle when you are backed by the entire army of heaven. Your solitude is your absolute ultimate victory. Heaven is releasing a massive wave of vindication over your life right now. The universe is fighting your battles while you rest in perfect peace. You do not have to lift a single finger to defend your good name. The absolute truth is already defending itself, and every single lie they told about you is currently being exposed in the broad daylight. Their secret plots have completely failed. Take a deep breath and feel the immense power surging through your veins. You are no longer a victim of their toxic manipulation. You are the architect of your own glorious destiny. You have officially reclaimed the majestic throne they tried to steal from you, and there is absolutely nothing they can do to stop your massive elevation. The victory is already written in stone, but there is a final piece to this massive spiritual puzzle. The betrayal you suffered carried a hidden message about your next specific assignment. You must clearly understand what the universe requires from you now. There is a final action you must take to lock in this powerful frequency forever. I am going to reveal exactly how you must operate in this new royal timeline. How do you move in this new frequency? You must understand that your silence is now a permanent lifestyle. This requires a completely different level of stewardship from you. Moving forward, you no longer explain yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you, because you are operating from a place of absolute divine authority now. They will definitely try to test your iron boundaries again. The Matrix always sends old toxic energy back to see if you are truly healed, but you will simply observe them without engaging at all. You will watch their desperate attempts to get your attention, and you will feel absolutely nothing. Your peace is completely non-negotiable from this day forward. You are the chosen one, and your energy is highly sacred. You are no longer reacting to the chaotic illusions of the world because you are strictly orchestrating your own divine reality with absolute precision. Heaven is actively downloading new prophetic instructions into your spirit right now. But to sustain this level of massive authority, you need more than just simple awareness. You must accept the heavy responsibility of your royal lineage. This massive spiritual power is not just for your own personal healing. You are a literal lighthouse standing in the middle of a raging storm. The universe chose you to break generational curses and guide other lost souls out of the dark matrix, and your awakening is the exact key that frees your entire tribe. Think about all the other chosen ones suffering in silence today. They are currently being drained by their own secret circles and fake friends, and they are doubting their sanity because no one is validating their heightened intuition. By stepping fully onto your throne today, you are sending a massive shockwave of light into the spiritual realm. You are fighting for them too. Every time you stand firm in your truth, you weaken the matrix. You are the exact bloodline correction heaven has been waiting for. The spiritual realm relies on your obedience to shatter the strongholds of narcissistic abuse. Your complete refusal to participate in their low-frequency drama is actively starving demonic forces. You are a literal warrior of pure light. You have successfully walked through the valley of deep betrayal. The intense crucible is finally over, and the universe must release your divine reward. So this is the exact moment you send an unmistakable signal to heaven. You must prove that you are fully ready to handle massive abundance. It is time to make a powerful spiritual transaction to seal your new royal frequency. I invite you to support this ministry through super thanks today. Release your seed right now to completely unlock the heavens. When you plant a financial seed in fertile ground, it instantly becomes a weapon of pure light. And every single seed you give turns into massive spiritual energy that aggressively fights the darkness. You are actively funding the awakening of the remnant. This is not about money at all. This is a profound energy exchange between your soul and the divine universe, because you are telling the spiritual realm that you operate from a place of overflow instead of lack. Whether you choose to give a massive seed or a very small one, you are highly valued. The size of the seed does not matter as much as the pure intention behind it. The fake friends always operated from a deep mindset of scarcity. They hoarded energy and manipulated people because they felt completely empty inside. But you are forever connected to the infinite source of all creation. You never have to beg for love or money or basic respect. You simply align your physical actions with your spiritual identity, and the universe provides everything. When you give from a place of royal abundance, you create a permanent hedge of safety around your finances. The enemy can never steal what you have already surrendered to heaven. Your seed becomes an eternal anchor in this timeline of absolute prosperity. Do not hesitate when your intuition is guiding you to act. Step boldly out of the shadows and claim your righteous inheritance. Look at the super thanks button below this video right now. Click it and release your seed into the spiritual atmosphere, and watch how rapidly your own personal circumstances begin to shift in the next 72 hours. The universe always completely honors a chosen one who acts with absolute divine confidence. You are sealing your massive victory over every fake friend today. The cycle of betrayal is officially completely over. You have successfully navigated the most difficult spiritual test of this entire season. The secret circle that tried to plot your massive downfall is now nothing but a fading memory, and they have absolutely no power over your beautiful mind anymore. You are walking out of this fire completely untouched. Your only job now is to strictly maintain your absolute silence. Do not check their social media pages to see what they are doing. Do not ask mutual friends if they are talking about you, because searching for their reaction is a dangerous trap that will drain your pure energy again. You must leave them completely in the dark, where they belong. When the enemy realizes that you are permanently gone, they will panic. They might send a fake apology to see if your iron boundary is real, but you will never respond to their desperate bait. You are the quiet observer who sees right through their pathetic illusions. Your royal frequency is simply no longer accessible to their toxic games. I promised you a very specific tool at the beginning of this message. I promised you a spiritual decree to permanently seal your energy field against these narcissists. This is the exact moment we lock your absolute victory into the spiritual realm. And I need you to prepare yourself for this massive energetic shift right now. Wherever you are right now, I want you to completely stop moving. Place your right hand gently over your heart and take a very deep breath. Feel the steady rhythm of your own beautiful life force. This is the exact divine spark that they tried so desperately to steal from you, but it still beats strong, and it beats strictly for you. Speak these exact words out loud into the atmosphere. I fully reclaim every single drop of my sacred energy today. I cut every invisible cord attached to my spirit by fake friends and hidden enemies. My absolute silence is my unbreakable fortress, and no low frequency can ever attach itself to my royal destiny again. I am entirely free. I declare that my kindness is a protected temple and not a public dumping ground. I release the secret circle back to their own dark karma. I do not wish them harm, but I completely withdraw my light from their lives. They are officially evicted from my timeline, and they have absolutely no access to my bright future. I am the Anointed One, and I wear my heavy mantle with absolute massive pride. The universe is my ultimate protector and my divine vindicator. Every single thing that was stolen from me is being multiplied and returned right now. I step fully into my grand authority, and I will never shrink my light for anyone again. Let that powerful declaration settle deep into your bones right now. You just performed a massive spiritual correction in the heavenly realm. The Matrix heard your voice, and the dark forces are already retreating from your space. You are completely sealed in a divine bubble of pure protection, and nothing can penetrate it without your strict permission. Do not let the enemy make you doubt this massive victory tomorrow. When you wake up in the morning, you might feel a brief echo of the old heavy sadness. But that is just the remaining toxic residue leaving your physical body, so you must simply remind yourself that you are the architect of your own peace. You must stay closely connected to this exact royal frequency. Hit that subscribe button right now to join thousands of other chosen souls. Tap the bell so you never miss another urgent prophetic warning from heaven. We are building an unbreakable army of pure light, and your unique energy is an absolute vital part of our protected tribe. The days of weeping over people who secretly hated you are over. You are walking into a season of massive divine compensation and extreme peace. The universe is actively preparing a new table for you right now, and this time, every single person sitting next to you will genuinely celebrate your massive, beautiful light. Stand tall and wear your invisible crown with absolute supreme confidence. You are the 7th seal, and your long wait is officially over. Trust the divine timing of your beautiful life. The storm has completely passed and your new brilliant dawn is finally here, so go in absolute peace and let your incredible light shine.